Thanks for tuning in. This is the Tammy Tine Design YouTube channel. I'm Tammy, and today I have another collection teardown video for you. When I uploaded my first Rethinking pattern paper storage video back in April, I got a ton of feedback. Some people loved the ideas. Some people couldn't believe I could ever do that. And some people wanted to see more. I did find a few more collection packs recently at a scrapbook convention, and I knew when I bought them that I was going to take them all apart, and that's what I am starting to do today. If you haven't watched that other video, I will link it here. It might be helpful to watch that one first. I do explain more about how I'm separating out my papers. I just thought I would say and mention that when I started scrapbooking, I sorted all of my supplies by season and category because it never occurred to me to do it any other way. But over time, I had way too many categories and it was taking too long to find what I needed. Eventually, I started keeping manufacturer lines together. No particular reason for that. It's just how I think about paper. So when I talk about putting papers with Echo Park, you might be thinking of putting it in a category like spring or floral. Or if you sort mainly by color categories, it might be pastels or brights. I wanted to talk about this subject because I figured if I was having a challenge with collection packs, maybe other people were too. I know there are many, many scrapbookers who only scrapbook with collection packs and they would never take a collection apart. But I don't scrapbook with them. I only buy them when I get a deal. And in the past, when I've bought them, I wanted to keep them together and I put them on the shelf and then I never use them. I need to use the supplies I buy. So for me, it's best to break up the collections and put the papers where I go to pick out supplies. So that's how we got here. Today, I'm going to take apart a summer market from Carta Bella and a day in the life by Echo Park. Let's start with Summer Market from Carta Bella. Right off the bat, this first paper is a kid starter for me. What do I mean by kid starter? When I'm building my page kits, I look for a paper with multiple colors. We've got red, several greens, aqua, and pink. This floral has all of the colors from the collection. With this one paper, I could go into my stash and find a single color and tone-on-tone prints to match and build a kit from. On the back side, oh, this is hard. I love this gingham print. This is that yellow limey green color. It would be a great paper to add with the floral on the front, but I like the floral better. I could always use both sides if I have any scraps left over. So I have this on the floral side and I can get benefit from both. The next paper is the 3x4 cut apart sheet. Oh, and by the way, this is the Carta Bella paper, so it's that lovely texture that is so yummy. These cut aparts are nice if you're a pocket scrapbooker or you use one for a title or want to fussy cut the images. I already have more 3x4 cards than I will ever use, so I don't often buy these papers anymore unless there are several I know I will use. I do use 3x4 cards on layout sometimes, but probably not as much as I should if I ever want to put a dent in my stash. On the backside, we have lemonade in mason jars. There are multiple colors here on a white background. This would be a filler paper for me. I'd probably cut it to matte photos. It's probably not something I would use to feature on a layout, but with this one, I might actually opt to have the 3x4 cards instead. Okay, this is a really fun paper. Strawberries on vines with their blooming flowers on an aqua background. Oh my gosh, I love everything about this. The strawberries look sweet. The colors contrast with the background. Love this paper. It looks like on the B side is a picnic tablecloth style gingham in red. Actually, this is a larger, bolder print than the one we saw earlier, and it has a bit of a watercolor effect. Next is this cute scene paper with market carts and storefront windows on a pale background. I love the black and white awnings. On the B side is a wood grain paneling paper. I say that because there's no wood grain in the print. It's more like wainscoting. This is a great neutral paper, and I actually think I like this side more than the other side. Oh, and here's a cut apart sheet. Actually, if I wanted to add the storefront window or a cart to a page, here's where I take them from rather than from that full paper. Again, I'm not a huge fan of the cut aparts, but like this. On the backside is another floral, and there's some fruit in this one too. The scale of the print is much smaller than the other one we've seen. This paper would actually be great for card making. This is another multicolor paper on a white background. I have a workshop available on my website all about how I select my pattern papers for kids. You can only get it if you sign up for my email list. But in that video, I talk about background colors and how I tend to avoid having two papers with the same color background in the same kit. These two pattern papers on the screen both have white backgrounds and they are very similar. If I had to choose between them, I'd probably go for the one on the right. This paper is similar, but the size and scale of the flowers is bigger. It has all of the same colors and all of the colors in the collection, like the very first floral paper. And this one has some fruit in it too. I see some strawberries and lemons. The very first paper was all floral, so it just depends on what you're looking for. On the back is a really nice tone on tone paper. This is a great paper to add to a kit, so depending on what I need for a kit, I may opt to use this side instead of the florals. Next up is a lemon print. Only a few colors here, the greens and aqua stripes with the yellow on a white background. I probably would not use this for a kid starter, but it would be a great add-in paper. On the B side is a bright green polka dot print. Ugh. For me personally, I'll go for the B side all day. Side note, I actually have a citrus allergy or it's an intolerance. I can't eat any citrus fruit, which is crazy because I live in Florida. So many things have lemon juice and lime juice and orange peel in them. So unless I was doing a page about my allergy, which come to think of it, I don't think I ever have, I'm not going to use the lemon paper. In any event, it's super cute, but I love, love, love this green polka dot. The next paper is a cut apart strip paper. Lots of cute images and word art in this one. The campers are super cute. There's more fruit here and the florals again. All of these would be fun to cut into strips. On the backside is more of the campers on an aqua background. This would be a fun kid starter paper. Lots of colors in this one from the collection. Seriously fun paper if you have a camper or do any glamping or summer camping. I live in Florida and prefer air conditioning, so we don't do much camping. I probably wouldn't use this one. The next paper is Vases of Flowers. I think this one would be great to build into a kit. You don't get the full impact of all of the papers in the collection. The red and the yellow flowers are small. You really get more of the aqua and green. On the back side is a nice single color stripe. The lines are super thin and close together. This is a great basic. The next paper is Strawberry Blossoms, tiny little white flowers on that pretty aqua background. So this is a single color aqua with white that would be great in a page kit. And on the B side, wow, this is a fun kitchen themed paper. It's summery with the fruit and preserves and lemonade. There's a mixer and jams and a stack of mixing bowls. I'd use this to make pages about strawberry shortcake or canning jams. If you have a tier tray in your kitchen and change it up for the season, this paper would be perfect to document how you decorate in the summer. Super fun, adding lots of images from the collection. The next paper is super cute bicycles with a basket on the handlebars. It's not a print I use much in my layouts, so let's see what's on the back. On the B side is another tone on tone print. This is a lighter color than the other red. It's more pinky here. I would probably opt for this side. Next is another basic black and white stripes. I can never have enough black and white prints like this. I love it. On the back side is summer fruits, strawberries and peaches and lemons and oranges. This one is just the fruit. The only floral is in the strawberry blossoms. All of the warmer colors from the collection, orange and yellow, red, and some green. Last up is the sticker sheet, I think. Yes, it is. So once I go back through all of the papers and divide them up, I'll put the sticker sheet with the papers that I'm going to sort into the Carta Bella file. Let me put this aside and we'll go back through these papers again and sort them. I'm going to be making 3 different piles and I have sticky notes this time. Let me move these up and I will grab them. The first one is the papers I'll be putting together to add to my Kid Starter Cropper Hopper bin. I'll make a pile for my rainbow section, which is in another Cropper Hopper bin. Those will be for all of the tone on tone and single color papers, and everything else will go in the Carta Bella file. Again, when I think about paper, what comes to mind first is who makes it. So that's how I sort my paper. If you sort by category, this pile could be all the papers you would put into those categories. So this first paper is 100% a kit starter paper. The 3x4 cut aparts, what's on the back again? Oh, it's the mason jar beverages. This isn't my favorite, so I'll keep this on the cut apart side for now, and I'll put this over in the manufacturer side. I love the strawberry paper, and I think that this paper could get to be added to a kit. I'm not loving the B side so much, so I'll keep this up on the strawberry side. Next is this pink paper with the carts and the windows. What's on the back again? Oh, it's that plank paper. I really do love this side. It would be a great background paper. And I don't have a lot of whiter wood grains. I'm not sure I would ever use the front side. So, yeah, no, I'm going to put this in the rainbow pile. This is another cut apart sheet. So what I like about this sheet is this has the window and the cart in a bigger print. Where was that paper? Oh yeah, it's the other side of this one. I probably wouldn't ever use this. But if I ever wanted a cart or the window, I would cut it from these cards. The images are big enough to fussy cut, and there are some fun quotes here too. What's on the back? Oh, it's that smaller floral. Not a huge fan of this, so I'm going to put this cut apart in my Carta Bella pile. Here's another multicolor floral. On the back is that red tone on tone paper. If I compare the two florals, I like the one on the left better. They are very similar, but I just prefer the larger scale. So I'm going to put this one on the red side. I can for sure add this to my rainbow bin, but for now, since I don't know how many kits I'll have yet, I think I'm going to put this in the kit starters. Here are the lemons. I'm not going to use this side, and I really, really like the green polka dots, so that's the one I'm keeping. And oh my goodness, look how good this paper looks with the strawberries and the red. Oh, yes, right here. These 3 pages are going to go into a page kit. That's the first kit starter from this collection. I'm definitely keeping these 3 together. What else can I add to the other floral? These striped papers are fun. This is a good paper to put in a kit because you never know if you'll need to cut apart this and just add a strip. On the B side are the campers, which are super cute. But for now, I'll put this in the Carta Bella pot. Next up are the flower vases, which are cute, but not that colorful. On the B side are these skinny aqua stripes. Oh, I think this one would be good next to the floral over here. I like that the stripes are skinny and they look really good next to that larger scale print in the flowers. Here's the little strawberry blossoms. I really like this paper, but I'm actually feeling like the backside would make a fun summary page. Oh, you know what? Oh, this is kind of perfect. I talk about contrast in that video I talked about on how I select pattern papers. With this white background, I think this would be a great fit with the strawberries over here. All four of these papers have a different color in the background. And the white kitchen print brings in strawberries from this paper, and the size and scale is different among all of these. The kitchen print is bigger overall. Then you have the strawberries, which are a little bit smaller, and the dots are smaller still. And we have the contrast. So, yep, I will keep these four papers together as a page kit. Okay, next is the bicycle paper. They are super cute, but I'm not sure how I would use it. On the back is the other pinkish red tone on tone floral print. I think this would look really nice with that floral kid starter over here. So I'll put this one in that pile for now. Here's the bold black and white stripes. On the back side is that fruit print. I think this fruit print would look great with some of these cut aparts. I think I'm going to put this in the Carta Bella pile. I can always change that and put it in the rainbow bin later if I don't use it quickly. So that's it for this collection. This is the only paper I'll be adding to my rainbow bin. I don't have a very big section of white and cream tone on tone papers, so it will be nice to add this blank paper. I could always use it as a wood grain too. And now I have two more page kits to add to my kit starters. The floral with the tone on tone pinky red floral and the aqua stripes. And this one ticks all the boxes too. The flower is on a white background and has a larger scale. Next is a contrasting red with tiny floral, so the scale is very different. And then the stripes, where there's just as much aqua as white, so this reads more like a tone on tone paper. And this other kit has the larger scale kitchen print on a white background, the strawberries, the green polka dot, and the red tone on tone. These will go into my kit starters. Lastly, this fruit print and all of the cut aparts will go into my Carta Bella file. And that is how I break down a collection pack. I'm going to clear off my desk and we'll do the next one. This second collection I'm going to break down is Day in the Life by Echo Park. What I was really drawn to in this collection is that even though it's going to be cut apart heavy with all of the months in a year, I really like that all of the florals that will be on the B side and the color palette is really pretty too. So here we go. Let's see what this collection is all about. The first page is January. Yes, this is absolutely geared towards project life or pocket style scrapbooking. I did Project Life in the early days, several years in a row. I was actually able to get one of the original Project 365 kits that were sold through Creating Keepsakes magazine. That was back in like 2008, maybe. That's the kit Becky created first before she left the magazine to start Project Life. I love my albums, but the daily, weekly scrapbooking format was not sustainable for me. Whenever I see these kinds of papers, I'm probably not going to use them for cut aparts. However, I'm loving this 3x4 card right here with the navy background and the numbers. It's numbered 1 through 10. I love this. And this rainbow to-do list, super cute. So, actually, what I'm seeing so far, there are really usable cards here that could work on scrapbook layouts too. Let me slide this over a bit and I'm going to flip this over and see what's on the back. Yep. Ugh, I love this floral. This is definitely a kid starter paper. I love that this collection has navy. There's a rosy pink, two shades of lighter blue, a yellowy green, a light pink, more green shades, lots of colors to choose from. Now, what I will say, the benefit to this paper is that I could always cut this at, say, 3 inches and use some of the pocket cards. And I'd still have 2/3 of the floral paper to use on a layout. So that's already giving options. I'm really liking this one already. Next is February. Oh, it looks like that card is going to repeat on every paper. And the rainbow next to it, I like this. And I really love this camera image up here. It always seems impossible until it's done. This is a really fun collection. I'm so glad I got this. On the back side, oh, look at this floral. I really like this one. Pale pink background with white flowers and green leaves. It's so pretty. Again, I wouldn't keep this for the cut apart sheet, but if I only use part of this for the floral side, I could try and use some of the cards on the other side too. I suspect that will be the same for all of the papers. Next is the March paper. I'm still loving this card right here. They used some really fun images in this collection. I would use a lot of these cards, and I was not expecting that. On the B side, look at that rainbow. This is the cutest paper. I completely missed out on this collection when it came out. I probably didn't even look at it because it looked like a pocket scrapbook kit, and I really don't need that. But I like this rainbow. This is a great paper that could be added into a kit. You could take a square or circle punch to this and make embellishments to make it stretch a little further. Next up is April. This card is still my favorite. Cute clock up here that says can't stop, won't stop. These cards are great. Important, this happened today. But when I flip it, yes. This floral on the back, oh my gosh, I love this pattern. This is so pretty. I love this color and the flowers are dainty and adorable. I don't have a lot of papers with this kind of a corally pink, so it would be a great paper to add to a page kit. Here's May. You know I am loving this card. A fun rainbow card that says, "Give me all the happy thoughts." And on the backside is another multicolor floral paper. This could be a kid starter too. The size and scale is smaller than I would usually pick as a kid starter, but it's a possibility. It's on a white background, so it just depends on what other papers there are to add to it. Here's the June paper. I love this navy card again. Life is magical. Take photos. Love that. Hello, weekend. It's nice to see you. Yes. Again, I'm really impressed with this collection. When I love the cut apart sheets, it's a good collection. On the B side is a tone on tone, kind of a wonky dot print. This would be a great paper for my rainbow bin. This would be a great background paper. So let's say you want to use this floral. You could back it with this blue paper as a background. You have a little bit of the print showing around the floral. Ugh, I like this. Probably an add to the rainbow bin. July is next. You can see that there's more cut apart cards and some with word strips. I like the days of the week with the arrows here. On the B side is a stripe paper. This looks like crayon stripes, the perfect kind of paper to add to a page kit. Here's August, my favorite 3x4 card down here in this peachy pink color. I'm also loving the days of the week in the rainbow. On the B side is a small scale multicolor floral on a navy background. This one would offer a lot of contrast against some of the other papers. On to September. The cards here say follow your dreams, life is good, capture it. The reminder list is cute. On the B side, oh, look at these fun cameras. Super cute. Multicolor on a white background. That could definitely make it into a page kit. Next up is October. Love this card. Always make time for fun. Yay for today. Cute rainbow, days of the week, and a grid. On the B side is this goldenrod yellow gingham tone-on-tone paper. This would be a great paper to add to the rainbow bin or to a page kit. So I'll probably have to ignore the cut aparts on the other side. On to November. Love this card. Love the days of the week and another rainbow. Here and there with a globe that would be great for fussy cutting. On the back is a print with push pins on a white background. I gotta say, it's probably not my favorite print of the collection, but it would be perfect for documenting the office or your job, great for planners. Then we have December, the rainbow of days over here. The card I love. Today's plans with the rainbow is super cute. On the back side, oh, look at this dark green grid line paper. The lines look hand-drawn. They're not crisp and straight, but I love this side. This color is kind of unique. I don't think that I have many tone-on-tone papers in this type of a deep green. If you needed that color, this would be great to have in a rainbow bin. And I think this is the sticker sheet. So yes, this will go in the Echo Park manufacturer pile. So I'll set this aside for now. We're going to do the same thing and go back through each paper and assign it to one of the three categories. So let me get my stickies out again. We have kit starters. We have the rainbow bin. And we have the manufacturer pile. For the most part, I want these papers on the B side, not the cut apart side. So I'm just going to flip this stack and we'll start with this green. I won't know if I'll use the paper for any of the cards until I plan a layout. So I'll just have to remember that all of the cards are on the reverse side if I need them. This green paper is for sure starting out in the rainbow bin. The push pins will go on the Echo Park pile for now. I do like the cards on the other side, so it could go into a kit, but for now, I'll keep it here. This gingham print can also go in the rainbow bin for now. This camera paper would be good for a kit. There's so many color options. This pretty floral on the navy background would contrast against a white background, so I will put it in the kit starter pile. And actually, it looks kind of cute with the cameras, doesn't it? Stripes are always good to have in a kit, so I'll put that over there for now. This tone-on-tone blue definitely will go in the rainbow bin. Here's that multicolor floral on a white background. I'll put this in the kit starters for now. This pink floral would be perfect for a page kit. I'm not sure I'd put the rainbows in a page kit. I've already got papers with white backgrounds, so I think this one's going to go in the Echo Park pile for now. This floral on the pink background would be great for a page kit. And this larger multicolor floral is definitely a kid starter. So let's look at these and see what might work together. Looking at these florals, I can already see that I would love to put this rosy pink with the larger multicolor floral. For me, these work great together. Both are florals, but the background colors contrast. The flowers on this paper are a larger scale, and this pink is in the background of the other paper. The flowers here are much smaller in comparison, so we've got different sizes and scales. Looking at this lighter pink paper, would this one be a good fit with the floral on the navy background or the cameras? That's on a white background, so we would have contrast. But wait, I think the cameras are better with the florals on the navy background. Since the camera paper has some navy, I like how that all coordinates better with the navy. But if I were to put these two floral papers in a kit together, it would work for me. They are both flowers, but what I like is the contrasting background colors, and there's a difference in the print. The multicolor floral is very dainty and a compact print. You don't see as much of the background, you see more of the colors and the flowers. This flower on the light pink background is a bigger scale, and the flower is very different. So I do kind of like this. And both look good with the cameras, so I think this could be a kit. Back to this other floral kit, I still have this crayon stripe on a white background. I think I'll add this one in. I would for sure add in other papers because I wouldn't put the stripe next to the floral because they both have white backgrounds. So let's add something. What do you think about that green one? Should I try that? Oh, wow. Look at this green next to that rosy pink flower. That is stunning. Look at these three papers together. Oh, I love this. I think this could use a pop of navy too. Oh, wait. I could actually use that card on the reverse side to add a pop of navy. So if I add this green, it's easier for me to add in the stripe now because there's less of a chance that I'd need to put the stripe next to the floral. I have other things to put in between. So these four papers make a nice page kit. So I'll set this aside. Back to this navy floral and the cameras. Do I want to add something here? I don't think I do. Both of these papers are good adds to the rainbow bin. I could easily add these papers to other kits, no problem. The other multicolor floral is really pretty, and I could easily find other papers to coordinate. So I'm going to add this to the Echo Park file. I really love this rainbow too. Lots of colors here that I could find other papers to coordinate easily. So that's it. Let's look at each pile again. For the kid starters, I have these three papers that all contrast: the light pink floral, the larger scale cameras on the white background, and the navy floral. That one's a kit. This second kit is the larger scale floral on the white background, the smaller scale rosy pink floral, the darker green grid paper, and the crayon stripe papers. I really love this one. And this kit right here makes me want to start scrapbooking. I will add these two tone on tone papers here to my rainbow bin. And then there are three prints that I will add to my Echo Park manufacturer bin. You can always substitute Echo Park for categories like rainbow, weather, summer, flowers, office, or home, however you would break down these prints. I'm going to grab the collection sheet again. When you look at the whole collection, it's a calendar day-to-day collection. But by breaking it down and looking at each paper by itself, it's so much easier to take it out of that larger collection. This collection has great patterns that will make beautiful layouts, so you don't have to just see it through the lens of pocket scrapbooking. I hope that this video was helpful to you. I still have a couple of other collections I could break down, so if you made it this far and would like to see me break down the rest of them, let me know in the comments. This video is already much longer than I thought it would be, so the other collections will have to wait for another day. See you next time!